Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? Welcome to Believers Talk. My name is Joe, and welcome to this Wednesday night special edition of Believers Talk as we get you ready for the 2020 NFL Draft. Guys, I told you we'd come on here on Thursday since I won't be live tomorrow for the NFL Draft. So let's have a good time tonight. Let's do the mock draft, all right? I talked about doing a live mock draft, so I want to give everyone a minute, of course, to get in here, and we'll start talking NFL Draft Buffalo Bills style, right? We know the Buffalo Bills do not have a first-round pick, so we have to look out for that. But I think we're going to have a good time tonight, talk NFL Draft. We'll go do our own live mock draft, guys. What I'm going to do is, you see how I have this camera a little differently than normal. I'm going to switch this around when I think enough people have come in here, given it enough time, and we're going to do the mock draft together, right? So I'm going to switch this around. Hey, Anthony, how you doing? Thank you for joining me on Believers Talk. And we're going to do the mock draft together. You see it right there in front of you. I'll pick the team. Hey, Marcel, how you doing? I'll pick the team. Obviously, we're going to do the Buffalo Bills, and we're going to go through the mock draft together. I just want to give everyone a chance to get in here, guys. As you are getting in here, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Hey, Karen, how you doing? King Cam, good to see you guys in here. What's up, Evil Crazy? Like I said, guys, remember, hit that thumbs up button as you're in here. We're going to do this mock draft together, Yvonne. Good to see you guys in here. So obviously, there's a bunch of mock drafts, guys. I've put out 2 mock drafts already. I did the 1 mock draft on Monday without trades, a full 7-round mock for the Monday I did my full first-round mock. Tuesday I did all of the Buffalo Bills picks without trades, a full mock without the trades. And then Wednesday, just earlier this afternoon, I did a mock draft with trades involved. Again, hey, Rich, how you doing? I did not see too many trades. So if you guys haven't checked out the video, go check it out. Not as exciting as it might have been, but the board just fell in the Bills' favor. And that could happen. And that's kind of the randomness that we're going through here with this mock draft. We don't know what's going to happen when I hit that go button. Hey, Daniel, how you doing? Glad that you're in here. I know that you're going to have a lot of input for this NFL draft. Again, this mock NFL draft that we're going to do with the Buffalo Bills. I know it's not mock related, but did you see the Bills exercise White's 5th-year option? I didn't see that, Karen. I'm really happy to hear that. Thank you for keeping me up to date. Normally I try to keep you guys up to date, but that is some outstanding news that the Buffalo Bills did that. Obviously, we knew that was coming. We had at least a good idea that was coming. Hopefully, they're still in contract talks, but that will be a lot of fun. I'm not allowed to have live draft without you. I won't, Daniel. I won't. You got to keep me in check. Hey, Elliot. How you doing? Good to see you guys in here. So it's 9:32. Let's say we wait till about 9:35, right? 9:35, we'll get this draft going. So everyone, make sure you have your beer in hand. I even got water just in case I need that. I don't know why. Crazy thoughts going through my head. And then we'll have a good time doing this mock draft together. Again, guys, if you're new to this channel, guys, hit that subscribe button. Always having fun here. Always trying to keep you updated on all Buffalo Bills related news and Buffalo sports. I heard about the Buffalo Bulls men's basketball team suffering their suspension. Don't know if everyone heard about that. They got called a violation rule restrictions or whatever. So I think Trey gets his extension next offseason. I hope so. But I'm going to be sweating it all season long. I promise you, I'm going to be sweating it all season long. Nice sweatshirt. Hey, I love this thing, baby. I got this in memory of Pancho Villa. I got a little sweater poncho going on right now. You got the Bills thing. You got the hoodie going on. I didn't want to wear the hoodie because I got my draft hat. So we're ready to go. Tomorrow, again, Thursday, 8 o'clock. I'm not going to be live. I will not be having the draft. There's going to be a draft party. I know the guys at Cover One always do something. Hashtag Sports and RSN. They team up. They're going to do something. I believe Dan Mitchell, BillsMafia, he's going to do something. Joseph Baller. I want to be. And I think you guys are helping me out with that. So we're doing our best here. So it is 9:34. So let's flip this thing around. Again, this is my first time doing this, obviously, so I'm not sure how this is going to work. Just let me know you guys can hear me okay. And again, like I said, go ahead, hit that thumbs up button. Let me know that you like this content. Thoughts on possible Diggs in Buffalo. I think Diggs is going to go in the first round, to be honest with you. Hey, Kevin, how you doing? Thank you guys for joining me again. We're going to start this draft at 9:35. If I get, if we do one and you guys want me to do another one, I'm happy to do it, guys. I always have a good time doing these things. In fact, I'm not going to lie, I've done a couple of these select all things, and I've done a couple drafts that way, just because it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to do these kind of things. Obviously, when I select them all, I kind of make it lean towards the Buffalo Bills, and so we'll see what happens. But we are 9:35, so let's get this show on the road. And go to start simulation. Joe, the GM. Let's do it, baby. Super Dig Bros, says King Kim. Glad to see you guys in here again. Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button if you haven't already. So let's go with the 7th round, guys. And my first question, I want to put it out to you guys first. I originally wasn't going to do this, but do you want to do a draft? Audio was a bit scratchy on my end. Let me know if that's everywhere. I'll do my best. I use ProFootballNetwork.com. I like them because they have the trade options on there. I can dig that. So, and it might be scratchy because I talk loud. So I'm going to try to kind of, lower my voice a little bit for you guys. Let me know if that's better for you. But I get excited very easily if you guys can't tell. So I'll do the 7th round mock, guys. But what I want to ask you guys is, do you want to do trades? Do you have the ability to do trades? Because if we do trades, I'll do normal speed. But if you don't want to have trades included, I'll go fast. So that will be get through this as fast as possible. When we have trades involved, I like going normal speed just so I can keep pace with who's gone, who's still available, and who the Bills might be able to trade up with in the NFL draft. So let me know in the comment section, simply yes or no. Do you want to do trades or not? Joe's an excitable boy. He is. He's like a kid at Christmas every single day of his life. Luke says do trades. Just hit a yes or no in the comment section. Yeah, in my opinion, says King Cam. If we want to do it, that's fine. I will be up. Yes. All right, let's do trades. I got a bunch of yeses here. Now, that's not to say that we will do trades. Obviously, if you saw my draft earlier this morning, Joe's Schefter of BillsMafia. Thanks a lot, Elliot. That means a lot to me. It really does. A really great compliment. I really appreciate it. So everyone is saying yes to trade. So I'm going to do the normal speed. And what I'll do is I'll randomly pause the draft when I think it's a good time to discuss the possibilities of a trade. Obviously, we're not going to trade up in the 1st round unless you guys want to give away your 1st round draft pick next season. I don't think you want to do that. So we will do trades. So I'm going to do normal speed. And I'll pause it at certain times. Bean's going to do trades. So let's give this a try, okay? So let's start the simulation at normal speed. And then like I said, here you see if you ever want to propose a trade, we just hit that propose trade button. I can propose a trade at any time. Pick the team that I want to trade with. Let's say it's the Eagles. Hit this little green button here and it shows me all the picks. And then we'll try to put a trade together that makes sense. So since we're doing trades, let's go ahead, go to Google and get the draft trade value chart value going as well, so that way we know if it's a good deal or not. Obviously we can't trade players or anything like that, which is very possible as well in this draft. We could see the Buffalo Bills draft players. So normally when I look at the draft chart, I go to NFL. I go to drafttech.com. That's where I'm going here to get this kind of information. So I'm going to put in the Buffalo Bills as the team that I want to take a look at. And then they'll let me know what the Buffalo Bills trade value is for each of their picks. So really may come in handy later. So as you see there, Bills 54th overall pick. That 54th overall pick is worth 360, has a trade value of 360. So that's how we're going to do that. Make sure that these trades are even. Obviously, we're not trading yet, so we're going to decline that. Obviously, the draft has already started. Joe Burrow 1st, Chase Young, Jeffrey Aduka, Tristan Wirfs is 4th. So we're going to resume this draft, guys. Again, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button as we begin to start the 2020 NFL mock draft for the Buffalo Bills. 22 people in here. That means I want to see 22 yeses or nos or players' names when it comes around to our pick. You see it going through the 1st round right here. Look over at this board on the right, on your left-hand side, I believe it would be, or right-hand side, I should say, and see who's available. Ezra Cleveland still available. Patrick Quinn falling into the 2nd round. My prediction: Bills beat the Bucs in Tampa to win the Super Bowl, finally taking Brady down when it really counts. Elliot, that would be the greatest moment of my life besides getting married and having a kid and all that fun stuff that you're supposed to say is the most important thing in your life, right? So let's continue to watch this draft board. I'm going to pause it here. at 51. We got a couple picks before our pick. Dang, this is fast, says Rick. Yeah, you got to really pay attention. Is there anyone in this draft right now that you feel like trading up for? To be honest, if you want to catch it, you got to catch it a little bit sooner. I'm thinking maybe around the 46, 47 mark. But there's no one there. As you see the Jaguars take Jacob Eason, Ezra Cleveland, offensive tackle, Terrell Lewis, outside linebacker, Cole Kmet. No one there that I really would have liked. Maybe think about trading up to 43 to get T. Higgins. Obviously, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking Aquara, Notre Dame. That's a big pickup for them. So there's a couple things here that didn't fall the Buffalo Bills' way. But remember, another option is we could trade back. So let's continue to do this trade. To do this draft. And again, if we don't like where we're at, we could trade back too. We could find a trade partner. So it's on the Buffalo Bills right now, okay? So let's look at who's available at 54. Best player available on the board is J.K. Dobbins, running back out of Ohio State. Let's let it go to 54. That's what we're doing now. That 54, did Jonathan Taylor go yet? Let's look at the running back situation. Looks like Jonathan Taylor did go. Let's look up, see if we could see where he went. I don't see him on here yet, but I might be missing him. So take Duggar, says Daniel Garis. Dobbins is tempting. Yeah, just because of the value of Dobbins, definitely very tempting. Look at the wide receivers. I don't think we're going wide receiver in the second round, but we can look at them. Look at the tight ends with Kmet gone. I think that's the top tight end in this draft. So you have Adam Troutman still available. I don't see us going offensive line. Look in the 30s. It says Marshall Parker. Who am I looking for? Oh, Jonathan Taylor right there. Okay, so he went to the Dolphins. F them. So 54th overall pick. We're looking now at defense. We got Kyle Duggar is the best defensive player available. Curtis Weaver is also very tempting right now as well. Daniel comes in and says, in my opinion, Kyle Duggar is the best player available currently. So if you look at that, he's actually listed as second, but I think you're right with the lack of running, the value of a running back goes down just because of the position. So here we are at 54. And to me, it breaks down to Kyle Duggar or Curtis Weaver. I'm going to give everyone a second if you have another name in mind that you want me to look up. But here we are at 54, and the two names that really stick out to me are Kyle Duggar and Curtis Weaver. Anthony says, I like Duggar. Take Duggar, says Luke. I know a lot of people are on Duggar. Big nickel, Duggar. No. Marcel, are you saying no to Duggar? Okay, so Marcel went Zach Bond, outside linebacker out of Wisconsin. I feel like that would be a little bit of a sleeper pick. I am seeing enough of Duggar here. I think I got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10. We got 9 on Duggar. So actually, we're going to go ahead and do that right now. Again, 24 if you're watching. 9's a pretty good percentage. So we're going to go with Kyle Duggar out of Lenoir-Rhyne, safety. So we'll add him. And let's hit the pause button right now, and let's talk about the benefits of Kyle Duggar. So Kyle Duggar is listed as a safety, but we all know about his versatility, right? We know that he has a lot of versatility. Let me try to turn this around, let you guys see my ugly mug. I'm sure you guys don't want to see that too much during this draft, but we're going to do our best to keep this thing moving. So Elliott comes in, nice pick. I mean, if he's available, like Daniel says, I think that's a great value at 54. And if the board falls this way, he's one of the best players left. Even though I was about four of the votes for Duggar. No, I only counted you once. I promise, Daniel. I only counted you once. I know how to read, so I could take that into consideration. But yeah, I think that's a good pick there for the Hey Buffalo Bills fan. Welcome. You just missed the second round pick. Again, guys, if you're interested, we'll go through this once and we'll go through it again. I don't mind. Where did I get the sweatshirt? This sweatshirt came to me on Christmas, so I'm not sure where the person who gave it to me got it from, but it's definitely awesome. I'm down here in the basement. The basement's a little cool, and it just keeps me nice and toasty warm. It's awesome. And if that doesn't work, the beer always helps. So let's start the draft back up. Again, we just did the 54th overall pick. Picked up Kyle Duggar, safety, Lenoir-Rhyne. So let's resume the draft. And again, I'm going to pause it at certain times just so we could see what's available when the Bills pick next at, 86, I believe it is, at 86. See if the Bills can possibly move up as well. Still looking at that running back position. The wide receiver position, obviously, is a big one, too. You look at this. Okay, I'm going to stop this right now, guys. I'm going to stop this right now because you look here. Listen, I'm not a huge J.K. Dobbins fan, but if this were to happen, early 70s, I think the Bills will have to start taking a look, taking notice. I'm not saying the Bills should trade up all the way up to 70, but if that name keeps falling, that's definitely a name you want to consider looking at. Paused around 40. Who paused around 40? What? Pause around 40? The 40th overall? Or do you mean the pause around the 40th? Are you talking about around 72, which is where I am right now, aren't I? Yeah, at 72. So, but yeah, so if you continue to look at J.K. Dobbins, look at that name, see how far he falls, and that might be a name that the Buffalo Bills consider in the if he keeps falling. We need to look at run back at some point later in the 6th. I think we need a punter. Yeah, we can look at punter late in this one as well. So I'm going to let this thing continue to go down to like 78, 79. Pause around 75, so let's pause at 77. So you see there, J.K. Dobbins still on the board. So what would it take to draft up or trade up with a team like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Wouldn't that be something if the Buffalo Bills, let's say, got ahead of the New York, New Jersey Jets? Jumping up 15 might be a good idea and shouldn't cost too much. So let's look at this right now. Let's look at the trade value. So right now the trade value for 86 would be 160. We're looking to get up to 78. Does everyone agree that we should, if the board falls this way and J.K. Dobbins falls this far, should the Buffalo Bills consider jumping up to 78, get in front of the New Jersey Jets to see if, let's try to trade, says Rick. Again, let me know if you agree, yes or no. Should we trade with Tampa Bay? Let's look at the wide receivers as asked for. Let's see who's available. You got Donovan Peoples-Jones, Brian Edwards, which name has been coming up a lot recently. Chase Claypool, of course, everyone knew it. William says no. Luke says do it. The Bucks must pick the. So I'm going to take your vote real quick. Yes or no. Just put yes or no. I'm going to start my counting right now. So if you already put it again. Should we try to trade with Tampa Bay at 78? Yes or no? Real quick. 1 yes. Edwards is rated at 88. 1 no, 2 yeses, 3 yeses, 4 yeses, 5 yeses. 5 yeses, 2 no's, 6 yeses, 2 no's. Daniel says, go to 86. I got 6 yeses. So here's what we're going to do. And I got 2 no's. So I know there's more of you in here that you could definitely comment. Daniel, you said no once already. Don't try to sneak it in like that. I saw you. All right, so let's take a look at what it would cost the Buffalo Bills to move up or potentially move up to that spot. So we're looking at 78, and it looks like in this mock, Tampa Bay traded to get that pick. So it's 78 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So the 78th overall pick would be a 200. So we need to get 40 more trade value points. So guys, it's really looking at, like, let's say the 3rd and 4th would be 44. I don't know if you guys feel like a 4th. If it's too high a cost, then I switch my vote. Let's try though. Okay, so would you want to trade a 3rd and a 4th to move up 4 or 5 spots in the 3rd round? I personally would say no to that, but I want to know what you guys think as well. Again, if you want to, we can try it. Anthony says no. What we can try to do is give up our 3rd, keep the 4th, absolutely. Anthony says don't do 3rd and 4th, no way. So they're not willing to give it up. All right, so next option would be to trade our 3rd, our 5th, and our 1st 6th. So we could try trading our 86th, 167th, and 188. Let me know what you guys think about that. Daniel comes in, says price is too steep. I might agree with you at this point. But you look, let's do 86, 167, and 188 to move up to, what spot was that? To the 78th overall pick. What do you guys think about that? Marcel says yes, at that point you trade your 3rd, your 5th, and your 1st 6th. Still too much, says Anthony. So we're at 1-1. I think it's still too much. So I go 1-2. Elliot, your first no, I believe, was for the third and fourth. So are you a yes or no as far as trading a third, a fifth, and our first sixth? Elliot says he could live with that. Elliot, I need a yes or no, man. I hired you for a yes or no. I'm Brandon Bean right now. I'm looking at you, asking, what do you think? Rick says he still thinks it's too much, so it's 2-2. I need to know people's opinions. Right now, if it's still at 50%, I'm going to go with the no. If Elliot says he can live with it, that means he can live without it. So let's go ahead and let's keep drafting. Let's resume this draft. Elliot says no. So let's go ahead and resume. Let's go down a little bit further. Let's go back to all here. We're at 82 now, and you see that Dobbins was taken by Tampa Bay. He's now off the board. And at this point, I personally don't think there's much out here to trade up for. Let me know if you disagree. But I think we can let this thing roll, as Daniel says, to 86. And at 86, you can have Jalen Hurts, big quarterback. Here's number 86. You got Jordan Elliott, defensive tackle. John Simpson. I'm a huge fan of John Simpson, guard. Let's go to the offensive side of the ball. Running back, you got Joshua Kelly, who I really like. Cam Akers, Zach Moss. You're really reaching for running back if you pick them there. But who knows when that run on running backs is going to happen. Now, Donovan Peoples-Jones, Brian Edwards, and Chase Claypool still both available. Edwards is still there, Daniel. We got Van Jefferson, Colin Johnson. We all know how much I love Colin Johnson. Left for a second. We didn't trade up. Bean would be disappointed, says Luke. No, we did not trade up. But again, we got to do that. Got to grab Chase there, says William. Okay, so are we in agreement at wide receiver? Are we in agreement that's between Edwards and Chase Claypool? That's what I'm going to ask right now. As a Notre Dame fan, we all know. So Marcel comes in and says Jordan Elliott or Brian Edwards. Who do we take at 54? Jack asks, guys, who do we take at 54? Duggar. We took Duggar at 54 with the 54th overall pick, safety. So we're looking at the wide receiver now. I don't know which is best in this. I know I want wide receiver Edwards, Duggar at 54. Forget Claypool. Edwards, I would rather have Claypool. Edwards, who is taller? I believe Claypool is 6'4". Edwards is 6'3". Let me see if it says on here. I don't think it will. Nice size receiver, so it doesn't give us his actual height. But I believe Edwards is 6'3", and Claypool is 6'4". If someone wants to look that up, more than welcome to. I am seeing a lot of Edwards, so I think we're in agreement that's between Edwards and Claypool. We're not looking at Peoples-Jones. That's surprising for me, guys. But Claypool, colder in Notre Dame. So I'm going to start. I know a lot of you already come in and said what you think. So I'm going to leave it between Edwards and Claypool. So just put, starting now, I'll count the votes. Edwards or Claypool in the chat. Here we go. Luke just comes in talking about Claypool. Claypool plays special teams too. William comes in with that, so that might be a factor in the decision as well. But I just want to know, do you guys think Claypool or Edwards? Let's talk about Claypool. We got 2 for Claypool, 3 for Claypool, 1 for Edwards. That's funny. I actually thought Edwards was going to win this one straight up. Guys, as a Notre Dame fan, I don't want to have to vote. But obviously, if I do, Daniel says Edwards. We got Claypool. So 4-2 right now. I don't see any more votes coming in. If another vote comes in, 5-2, Anthony, 6-2. All right, so it looks like we're going to go with Claypool here. Edwards is a beast, especially in the red zone. Loved his highlights. Well, it's 6-2 in favor of Chase Claypool. People love the combine a little bit more than 4 years worth of film. So that's where we're going to go. We're going to go Chase Claypool in the third round of the NFL draft. The Buffalo Bills. Is Anthony convincing you guys to switch? Let me know. Is he convincing you to switch? Because I'm on the Chase Claypool right now. Elliot and I have seniority. That might be true, and that might matter in the draft room. But I go straight. This is a democracy, not a dictatorship. All right, now Marcel, did you switch your vote to Edwards? No, Marcel was always at Edwards. So I think the vote is still in favor of Chase Claypool. So I think we're still gonna go with Chase Claypool. I'm pretty sure that. I'm sorry. Wait. Let me. Yeah, I think we're still gonna go Chase Claypool here as people come in. Still give me. If he didn't hurt his foot, Edwards would have been a first rounder. Says Daniel. So again, Daniel, I'm sorry you lost this one 6-2. So we're gonna go with. Does everyone else have audio? Is Jack the only one that lost audio? But we're going with Chase Claypool with the 86th overall pick. Anthony says he has audio. So Jack, sorry, that means it's on your end, buddy. So hopefully you can get that fixed. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help. But I don't think there is. So all right, so we go with Chase Claypool at 86. And now we're going to resume this draft. Now the next pick for the Buffalo Bills after 86 would be 128. This is when we can start looking at potential trades. Let's look at the running backs still available. You still got Kelly, Moss, Benjamin, Dillon, Darrington Evans, and Anthony McFarland. John Simpson still on the board. We're moving along here at pick 106. Going into the fourth round, guys, looking at this board, we got Bryson Hopkins still available at 108. Cameron Dansel, Van Jefferson, Devin Asasi, Joshua Kelly. You're beginning to see those running backs on the board. Pause 10 picks before the Bills. Where did I say the Bills picked again? Buffalo's at 128. All right, so let's stop it at 118. Daniel, since you have seniority, I'll listen to you on that one. How's that sound? So the picks are going down. All right, let's stop it at 118. So we're at 118. A.J. Dillon was just off the board, so he was taken at 117. So if you're looking at the running backs now, you still got Zach Moss, Joshua Kelly. Let's go to offense. Let's go to running backs. And then it goes down to Darrington Evans. I'm a huge fan of Darrington Evans. Yeah, Jack Patrick, that's the Appalachian State running back, is Darrington Evans. What running backs are there? Here's where we're at. We got Joshua Kelly out of UCLA, Zach Moss out of Utah, Darrington Evans out of Appalachian State, Keyshawn Vaughn out of Vanderbilt, Antonio Gibson out of Memphis. Antonio Gibson going up a little bit. Marcel says trade now. So here we are, 118. The Bills are 10 picks away. Let's see what it will cost to trade. I would trade it for Moss. Okay, so let's see what it would take. So right now we're at pick 118. So the Buffalo Bills are at 128.44. You want to move up to 118, that's 58. So that's 14 more trade value points. So we could try to do 128 and 188 to move up to 118. Let me know what you think. 128 and 188 to see if we can move up to 118. Let me know if you guys like that trade proposal. If you want, okay, you would do it. Let's see if we can do it, guys. Let's see if the Denver Broncos are suckers. Let's see if they'll be our Huckleberry. So what I say, 128 and 188 for 118. Let me know if you agree with that or not. I would do it. Worth it. I'm interested in Moss. What's the price, says Daniel? Again, let me know. Yes. So a six. No. We're trading our fourth with. We're switching fourth round picks, obviously, with the Broncos, and then we're giving them our first sixth round pick. Do it, like it, do it. All right, let's see if they accept it. Let's see if they accept the trade. Your trade was declined. All right, so now we can look at possibly giving up a seventh rounder as well, something like that. Do you want to try to sweeten the deal here with this trade, or since they didn't accept this one, are you good with moving on? William says might not have to move up. Well, the trade was declined. All right, Anthony says move on. So throw in the seventh, says Daniel. See, now I don't know what to do because Anthony and Daniel both have seniority here. Screw him. He says screw him. Screw him, those jerks. In case you don't know, that means big baller Bean. He does it what it takes. Go a couple more picks. All right, let's try it again. All right, so here we go. Going with the Denver Broncos. Let's see if they'll do it. We'll give them the 128. We'll give them the 188. And we'll give them the 239. Throw that extra one in there. See if they like that. 118. Let's see what they say. Trade was accepted. So there we go. So we trade up to 118 with the Denver Broncos. So we make that trade happen. It only cost us an extra sixth and a seventh. I'm okay with that trade. I'm sure a lot of you are too. So I'm thinking that everyone in here said go for Zach Moss. So I'm going to simply say Zach Moss, yes or no. Let me know in the comment section. Just put yes or no for Zach Moss in the fourth round or fifth round. I forget what round we're in already of the NFL draft. You're a real champ, Joe. Hey, I got a lot of advice. I got a lot of advice from some good people. I got some good people on my team, and that's what's really happening. Zach Moss is a definite yes over here. So let me resume the draft. And with the 107th pick with the 118th pick in the 2020 NFL draft, the Buffalo Bills select Zach Moss, running back out of Utah. So now that means we do not pick again for a little bit. I can look to see about trade value. So let's see where our next pick is. Our next pick would be 167. We didn't have to give away the 167. So right now, the Buffalo Bills would only have 2 picks remaining. That'd be 167 and 207. If we put those two together, it could put us up at the beginning of the 5th round. So let me know if you guys are interested in doing that. As I ask you guys that, I'm going to let it roll down. But again, if we put if we put those 2 picks together, we can move up to the beginning of the 5th round. We'll look at the board at that time and see what is going on. But so far, a pretty good draft for the Buffalo Bills. So here we are, beginning of the 5th round, okay? 207 punter. So let's look at what's available at the beginning of the 5th round and see if there's somewhere we're willing to go and maybe possibly try to trade up. You got Keyshawn Vaughn, running back out of Vanderbilt. And guys, we could double dip at running back. A few years ago, we double dipped at the end of the draft at wide receiver. Maybe we could do it again at running back. Daniel on pause now. You got wide receiver Lipscomb. I'm not going to try to pronounce his first name, out of Vanderbilt. You got defensive end here, Kenny Willix out of Michigan State. You could definitely go that route. I really liked Alton Robinson in the Senior Bowl. I thought he really was impressive. So you could definitely pick up that defensive end. There will be undrafted punters who will flock to us because they know the job is open. Possibly, I see that Marcel says Kenny Willix is a steal. Alton Robinson out of Syracuse. He is out of Syracuse, and like I said, it really did impress me. Is Stephon Diggs still there in the 5th? No, I think we just lost him. He went to the Giants at 147. Dang it, almost had him. I went double dip on running back. Again, that's just an option. There are definitely still free agent running backs available that we can pick up after the draft as well. You're looking this far down at the running back room, and you wonder how many more are going to be drafted before you get some undrafted free agents in there as well. So here we are, stopped at the top of the 5th round. This is where I project the Buffalo Bills could trade up again and get into the earlier 5th round, maybe pick up a Kenny Willix or Alton Robinson. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Do you think we should try to trade with Bengals or maybe a Chargers and see what we could get? If we wanted to trade to 151, let's move up here a little bit. If we wanted to trade to 151, it would cost us 29.8 right now. We have 23.6 plus 7, so it would be a little bit better if we try to trade with the Chargers. Bills clearly have no faith in Yeldon, though I honestly don't understand why. Well, the Bills fans don't have a lot of faith in Yeldon. We don't know if the Bills do or not. Marcel says try to trade. So what do you guys think? Should I try to trade this pick away? Move up into the NFL draft and for the second time and try to find get a steal at defensive end, all right? Let's go through who the Buffalo Bills have picked so far in our mock. If I can see that, I don't even know if I can see that. I always forget this type of stuff. All right, Marcel's the only one answering, guys. Do you think I should trade in the NFL draft? What do you guys think? What do you guys think I should do? I need to know. I need to know. I'm not thrilled with anyone there, says Daniel. We gave Yeldon the Belichick treatment. No. Elliot says propose the trade. No, says Rick. Elliot, you might be outnumbered here. Ghost says, I think Wade might step up. All right, so I'm seeing a lot of no trade. So unless I see something crazy, I'm not going to go with the trade. I'm going to resume the draft here. Charlie says no. John says yes. Anthony says no. So I think it's at like 8-2 for no, 9-2 now with Williams. So we're going to go ahead and resume this draft. I'll stop it again before the Bills pick, maybe about 165. See what you guys think at that point. I did want to draft a punter in the 7th, and that's still an option. We still got that 7th. Oh, I know we don't have a 7th round pick anymore because we just traded it to the Broncos, I believe it was. All right, so we're 3 picks away. I think we're just going to run it out. I mean, Alton Robinson is still available. I think that would be a great pick for the Buffalo Bills, but I don't know if trading at this point is worth it. I think that if we tried to trade, then whoever we traded with would get great value on that trade. He's not there anymore, but you still do have Alton Robinson. So I'm just going to roll through these last 2 picks and take a gamble. I mean, obviously, we're looking at Alton Robinson and hoping that he's still available at defensive end there. But we're going to take a gamble unless I see someone say we should definitely try to trade up to 165, jumping the Detroit Lions and making sure we get our defensive end. I don't think the Detroit Lions are looking for a defensive end, but hey, another cool feature is I can look at draft needs. They actually are looking for a defensive end. That's one of their draft needs. I think we will draft a part in the 5th if there's a good one left. I think all of them will be there. I'd go for let it roll. I'm gonna go for Alton, Joe the Gambler. I'm gonna go for Alton, man. But again, 2 picks. Hopefully Detroit does not pick him. And of course Detroit picks him. Man, I would not be good at this drafting crap. Detroit takes our guy. How many times has this happened to you in fantasy football? Right now, Anthony, we have 2 picks left. We have 167 and 207. 167 and 207 left. So at 167 now, we're looking at Justin Sternad, inside linebacker, Wake Forest. If you're looking at defensive ends, oh, man, that stinks. I knew they were going to take him. Anthony Jennings out of Alabama still available. That's a good pick. Dang it, I trade down. Yeah, that's not a possibility, guys. Should we try to find a trade partner and trade down, pick up more late-round draft picks at this point? Let's look at let's look at some outside linebackers. Chappelle Russell, no one there that I want. Inside linebackers, I'm not too worried about the inside linebacker position. We can look at cornerback, and I do like Snead out of Louisiana Tech. Trade down. If this were real life, we would flip them a bench player who won't make the team to trade up 2 picks. You're absolutely right, Luke, and that's something we don't have the luxury of doing. But you're absolutely right. We could trade them a player and maybe even a wide receiver or something like that with the Jaguars. The Bills don't need more picks. You're right. You're right. All right. So at 167, here's who's available. We got Justin Sternad of Wake Forest, inside linebacker. Anthony Jennings would be a great player to bring in. Absolutely would. Colton McKivitz, offensive tackle. I think we're okay there. Thaddeus Moss. We can talk about the tight end position and see if that's somewhere you guys want to go. Thaddeus Moss out of LSU. It would be a decent pickup, a good blocking tight end. We know about Dawson Knox, obviously. Maybe someone to give Lee Smith a run for his money, get him off the team. Or do you guys think since we drafted 2 last year, we're not going to draft 1 this year? Everything's up in the air. I like Nick Harris sitting there out of Washington, but again, we just picked up an inside offensive lineman and a backup center, so I'm not sure we're going to need him. Let's see. Lavert Hill is a big name. Is Nate Stanley still available? Let me take a look. Nate Stanley. There he is, quarterback out of Iowa. We can get him as an undrafted free agent, though, if we really want him. All right, so I'm looking at this, and I'm looking at Snead. And Bills fan says Nick Harris. Again, we can get him much later than this. Can I trade down? Well, let's see who's with us here. Let's see if anyone's willing to trade up. We obviously would not probably trade up with division opponents. Lavert Hill is an underrated player. Cornerback. Again, we could go cornerback, guys. Elliott Scott Wright. Hit that like button, guys. Do you want to consider cornerback here? Pick Sneed. All right, so everyone's talking cornerback. Let's go to the cornerback room. So at the cornerback position, Sneed is the best available. Lavert Hill is at 173, so they're about equal there. You got Neville Clark out of UCF. So would you want just pick Sneed, says Charlie. I mean, this is kind of the good thing about being ready to take best player available. If you got Sneed and Hill both sitting there at the cornerback position, guys that you can put on your practice squad and maybe get them ready for the next season or two. Marcel Ross says Julian Blackman, who's down here at 213. So it looks like we're settling on the cornerback position. It looks like we're between Sneed and Hill. So I'm going to open it up to you guys. Would you rather me pick Sneed or Hill? Daniel comes in with Sneed. Luke with Sneed. Lavert Hill from Michigan. I would pick Hill. So it's 2-1 right now between L'Jarius Sneed and Lavert Hill. Another Sneed. We're liking Sneed right now, so let's do it with the 167th pick in the NFL draft. The Buffalo Bills select the player that's ranked 167th according to ProFootballNetwork.com, and it's L'Jarius Sneed out of Louisiana Tech. All right, so now the Buffalo Bills have one pick remaining. It's a little bit of a distance away in the 6th round. You're looking at pick 207. So, again, guys, the only way we would trade now is if the Buffalo Bills traded some capital in next year's draft. I'm never a fan of doing that, so we're just going to see who is available at 207. Unless you guys tell me you want to take a look at some trades at some point, let me know in the comment section, but we're already moving down. Ghost says, go punter. We can look at special teams. Elliot says, let's get a punter as well. So let's look at special teams when that comes up. Anthony also says punter. Everyone loves our punting situation. So let's go to the punters. Over here is, Gandy Golden was taken a while back. Hey, Buffalo Mafia News, how you doing? Blankenship is who Buffalo Mafia News wants. Well, we're at our pick at 207. Jet Tanner is another name that's being mentioned. So here are the punters on the board. The best available punter is Tyler Bass. Are you sure you want to go punter? Someone says look at wide receiver. Here you got Bradley, Watkins, Johnson, Guidry. I'm not picking Watkins just on merit alone. Rogers, White. So those are some of the wide receivers still available. You got Perry as a running back. You got Harrion, you got Hasty, some defensive ends, some edge rushers who still might be available. You're looking at Hamilton out of North Texas, Woonham out of South Carolina. Linebackers are still available. You got Shaquille Quarterman, Shage Lewis, Dante Olson. And then outside linebackers, you got Tipa Gale, Carter Coughlin, Jonathan Garvin. Those are your players still available. Combi, tight end, Parkinson. We got Pinkney. I was a huge fan of him at the Combine, but I'm not seeing Parkinson anywhere. Who's top rated overall? Daniel asked. Overall, you got Yasir Durant, offensive tackle. And again, you're looking at the 7th round here. You're looking at guys that may not contribute this year, may not even be contributors next year. You're looking at who would contribute in 2022. You got Darius Hamilton, defensive end. You got DJ Wonnum out of South Carolina. We don't need a punter when we score on every possession. You take a quarterback. Yeah, I did not. Corey, I did not take a quarterback yet. We're at the last pick for the Buffalo Bills. Alex Taylor. I'm not seeing Alex Taylor on this board. Taking offensive tackle. So if we're taking offensive tackle, we're going to take Yasir Durant. Right? We're going to take the best player available in the 7th round. Yasir, bring him in, says Luke. 2 people said offensive tackle. So we're looking at offensive tackle. Our current punter is garbage. Charlie, you're absolutely right. But these punters will be available as undrafted free agents. So you also have to look at that. SU's punter is also the kickoff guy. He is amazing. Take offensive tackle, draft Durant. So I do see a bunch of people saying draft Durant. So that's what we're going to go with the 207th pick in the NFL draft. The Buffalo Bills select Yasir Durant, offensive tackle out of Missouri. So, guys, I'm going to let this go through, let it roll through so you guys can see exactly how the Buffalo Bills did. While that's going on, I'll turn this around so, again, you guys can see my ugly mug. But yeah, so we just finished our first mock draft with the trade involved, right? We involved the trade, we moved up, and we got the running back that we wanted. We got Zach Moss, right? So a good draft overall by the Buffalo Bills. We'll see the whole thing. Elliot says solid draft, in my opinion. I think so too. We'll see the whole thing as soon as it finishes up here. And again, guys, if you want to do this again, I'm free all night long. So we'll do it again if you want. I don't mind. Again, depends how the board falls to the Buffalo Bills, right? We can sit here and mock it. I'm going to head out. Charlie, thanks for stopping by. Take care. We took Duggar at 54. We did. We totally did Elvis. So, all right, let me turn this around for you guys. And here is the Buffalo Bills 2020 NFL Draft. So the Buffalo Bills end up taking 5 overall picks. Yeah, Charlie, thanks for joining us. Again, hit that like button if you wouldn't at all. I would take that draft. So with the 54th overall pick, the Buffalo Bills select Kyle Duggar, safety out of Lenore Ryan. I'm so excited for the draft. Me too, buddy. A6, we took Chase Claypool, wide receiver out of Notre Dame. 118, we took Zach Moss, running back out of Utah. 167, L'Jarius Sneed out of Louisiana Tech, cornerback. And then 207, Yasir Durant. So that would be our draft. Let me know what you think in the comment section. If you like this draft, even if you don't like this draft, hit the thumbs up button, guys. I really do appreciate all the support that I get from you guys. It's really awesome to see you guys continue to join me. I think this is the best scenario for us unless we had a shot at Diggs. We didn't really have a shot at Diggs. I'm so down with this draft. Not bad. Elvis, you're 0-2 between here and New York Up's video earlier. I didn't see New York Up's video earlier yet, so... However, Matt Perino does a great job. So this is the Buffalo Bills draft according to BillsMafia. Again, I can zoom in here maybe with this camera so you guys can get a better look. I would share this on social media, but guys, let's be honest, I don't know how to do that. So there is the draft for the Buffalo Bills. Again, going through it one more time. According to you guys, the Buffalo Bills at 54 take Kyle Duggar. At 86, the Buffalo Bills select Chase Claypool, wide receiver out of Notre Dame. 118, Zach Moss, running back out of Utah. 167, L'Jarius Sneed. And then Yasir Durant. So let me know, guys, while we're here, would you want to do another mock draft, or are we calling it a night? We've been on here for about 50 minutes. I appreciate you guys hanging around, having a good time, having a drink or two with me, and just seeing what would happen. All right, Lionel Richie, let's run it again. You want to run it again? Let's run it again. Again. Elliot says, run it again. Let's do it. Let's have some fun. All right, so let's go back to this screen here. And again, guys, if you guys have to run, if it's getting too late, I understand. We'll have 36 people in here. We should go again. What are you drinking? I will not... I'm not an advertising type guy. I see so many people advertise people's stuff, and they're not getting paid for it. But for one time and one time only, just because you asked, Elliot, not old enough to drink, so I'll stick with my Sprite. Good call. I don't want to be a part of that. One more with feeling, with gusto. Let's go. However, I am drinking 1911. Established 1911. It's a cider company. They mostly do ciders. I'm a cider guy. I'm not the biggest beer guy in the world. So got some... 1911. It's actually from the New York area. That's where the brewing company is. So that's why I picked them overall. I think it's from Lafayette, New York. Let me take a look. Yeah, Lafayette, New York. So I'm a fan. I like their stuff. Again, normally I don't try to give people whatever until they pay me for it, sponsorships or whatever. Go for it with gusto. Made in my hometown, says Rick. Yeah, it's really good. I found it last year, and unfortunately there's not too many of it around here in Pennsylvania. There's not too much of it. I would love to try. I think they have a black cherry. I think they have a pomegranate one, but I don't have those here. So I'd have to go onto the website or something. I was thinking about maybe tagging them in my Instagram tomorrow as I sit there and watch the draft with a 1911. Just like me. Rick, you're a funny guy. See if maybe I can get a shout out or two. Again, I don't even need, if they want a sponsorship from a YouTube channel, they don't even have to pay me anything. Just send me free cider. I'll be good with that. All right, so you guys want to run it again? Let's run this again. Again, guys, if you're new to this channel, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, like this video. How do I start this shit over again? Come on. Start new sim. There we go. All right. So we're going to do it again, as they say over at hashtag sports. Again, guys, if you haven't hit that thumbs up button, hit that thumbs up button. So this is going to be the second time. Okay, so we all agree that first mock draft was pretty amazing. Let's see if we can do one better right now. So we're picking the Buffalo Bills. Again, do you want to do trades or do you not want to do trades? Yeah, it's all the payment I need, Luke. Absolutely. So we're going to do a 7-round, absolutely yes or no to trades. Again. Yeah, exactly. You never know. So if you guys are saying this again, I'm guessing that we got to do trades. All right, so let's do trades. And again, that doesn't mean we have to necessarily trade. Just because trades are an option doesn't mean we have to do it. So let me know when you want me to stop this video to see what trades are available. Again, obviously, we're not going to trade in the first round, but we're going to start this simulation. 33 people in here. Again, if you haven't hit that thumbs up button, hit that thumbs up button. And it really helps out the channel. Really do appreciate it. Let's start this sim again. Again, we're not going to trade in the first round. We're going to watch this go. You got Burrow, Young, Henderson, Derek Brown. Tua is going to the Dolphins, Justin Herbert. And again, we haven't seen any trades yet. Pause around 42, says Daniel. You got it, buddy. That's what I like about mocks. They unfold very differently every time. And, if you do enough of these, you'll get the unfolding of the actual NFL draft. So you're seeing, I see CD Lamb slipping, and I'm loving that. I don't think he'll be around for long. Denzel Mims is slipping. Now they're both gone just like that. We got some players still available. We're getting into the second round. I'm going to pause at around 42. You see Jonathan Taylor still available. All right, so here we are, 42nd pick. T. Higgins was just taken off the board with the 42nd overall pick. So here's who is available. Jonathan Taylor was just taken. The first pick, you should pick Trevon Diggs. I would want him on the team with Stephon Diggs. I don't think Diggs is available anymore. Let's take a look. If I missed him, I don't see him. Duggar is obviously still available there. Pride's still available. I think they took Diggs off the board here. All right, so here's who's available at 42. Taylor went to 40. Yeah, Taylor went to Houston at 40, unfortunately. Trevon is gone. Yeah, Trevon went earlier. So here's who's available. You got Antoine Winfield. Luke says Antoine Winfield will be awesome at safety. Uche. See, I'm a fan of Uche Marcel, but he's not a true defensive end, and that kind of concerns me a little bit as far as what he does on the defense. Again, mostly would stand up at the defensive end position, and he might still be available come that 54th overall pick at this point with the players that are ahead of him right now. So do you think we should consider anyone on this board to trade up? Remember, guys, if you look at the trade value, to get from 54 to 43, you're talking about 90 points or whatever, however you want to call it. That would be pretty much trading our second and third round picks. So are you interested in trading our second and third round picks? Rick, right now it would cost our second and third round picks. There's no way around it. So would you want to trade our second and third round picks for Antoine Winfield Jr., safety out of Minnesota? Winfield's a first round pick, depending who you ask. He would be on probably a first round pick on Brandon Beane's big board, but would you be willing to go up a second and third for him is the question. Then you're saying on day 2, after 2 days of the NFL draft, you want to say you only had one draft pick. Everyone's saying too steep. Someone asked who's available offensive tackle, so I'll show you who's available. Isaiah Wilson still available. Lucas Niang. Prince Tega Wanago is still available from Auburn. Matt Pert from UConn. The offensive tackle is still available. I do expect there to be a big rush of offensive tackles early in this draft. I'm seeing let it roll, so that's what I'm going to do. Someone said not too far, so maybe we'll stop it again at 46. So here we are at 46. You still have Antoine Winfield available. Hamler is still available. Let it roll 5 picks. I think I did about 5. I'm not sure. Hamler is still available. Dobbins is still available. Davidson still available. I think, honestly, these next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 picks, I'd be happy with all 5 of these next 5 picks. And for that reason, I'm not a fan of trading here. But let's see where Pittman's at. I know some people were talking about Pittman. Pittman's still sitting there at 60. He might fall to us if we stay put. But again, out of everyone who's available, what it costs to move up at this point? So we're at 46. So let's see. To move up from 54 to 46 would be 80 points. So you didn't move down all that much. So you're looking at maybe, what would that take? That would take all of our other picks other than our third, basically. So I don't think there's anything here. So maybe what we could do is, where's Denver at? Where's Denver? So what we could try to do here, let me know what you guys think about this. Denver has the 46th pick. All right, so at 46, Denver costs 440. Here, Denver costs 120 in the third round. So 440 plus 120 would be 560. 560, so we talk 520. So we could trade 54, 86, and 128 for 46 and 95. Let me know what you guys think. Dan says roll to 50. I'll put that trade out real quick. So we trade 54, 86, and 128. Second, third, and fourth round picks for 46 and 95. So we still get a round 2 and round 3 pick. Our round 3 picks later. We lose our round 4 pick. Marcel comes in and says no. Daniel still says roll to 50. And that's all I'm seeing. So let's continue to roll it. Roll to about 50, Daniel says. Ghost says no as well. So we're at 50. The Chicago Bears. I don't know if Winfield. Well, remember, it's not 3 picks then. It would actually only be 3 for 2. But Winfield, here we are at 50. Winfield is still available. Hamler's still available. Dobbins is still available. This would be, honestly, guys, this is a great way for the draft board to fall for the Buffalo Bills if you're a Bills fan. So to go up from 54 to 50 would be 40 points, right? Or 40 draft value, whatever you want to call it. So let's say we trade our second and our fourth, or what we could try to do also is trade our second, our fifth, and our first sixth for. So would you rather trade okay, now I would trade for Winfield. Okay, Elliot, so would you rather trade our second and our fourth, or our second, fifth, and first sixth? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Would you rather go for a second and fourth, or second, fifth, and sixth? Let me know in the comment section. Obviously, we could try both because they might not accept it. Because if you look at the Chicago Bears team needs, do the Bears need a safety? Do the Bears need a safety? They do not. So the safety might be available. 2 5th and 7th. I don't know if we get away with a 2 5th and 7th. Your 7th round pick isn't going to get you much, Elliott. Try 2 5th and 6th. Luke, that's too low value. Marcel says 5th and 6th. All right, so let's try 2 5th and 6th. Let's try it. Okay, so the Buffalo Bills trading with the Bears, and we move here. So we're going to give them our 54th. What did I say? Second, what, and 6th? Second, 5th, and 6th. So we got a second, a 5th, and a 6th for the 50th, right? That's what I said. Rick says try to get a 7th from him. All right, why not? So second, 5th, and 6th. 54, 128. I'm sorry, 54, second, 5th, and 6th. So 54, 167, 188. Right? All right, let's do it. Let's see if they accept it, and then I'll try it without the 7th if they don't approve it. Trade has been accepted, guys. We move up to 50. Great job, guys. Moving up. Trade has been accepted. Here we go, moving up that draft board early, up to 50. I'm guessing you guys want me to take Antoine Winfield Jr., safety, out of Minnesota. Let me know if there's any other name you guys are thinking about me taking, whether it be Hamler, Dobbins, Aquara, Eason. But from what I saw in the chat, you want to take Antoine Winfield Jr. Let me know if that is incorrect. Daniel says yes. Select Winfield, says Daniel. So again, just let me know if you have someone else. Elliot says yes. I'm just looking at the chat right now, guys, seeing who comes in. Nice. We get another chance at a punter in the 7th. That's all Rick wanted. He wanted that punter in the 7th round. Winfield says Rick tempted fate and it paid off. Bring it, that boy Winfield. Yep. All right, guys. So here we are with the 50th overall pick. Winfield sliding. The Buffalo Bills trade up and select Antoine Winfield Jr., safety, out of Minnesota, and we still get our 3rd round draft pick. So great job, guys. Great job by everyone in the chat, making sure we get those picks. And we saw a guy slipping, and that might be what it boils down to, right, guys? that might be what it boils down to as far as the Bills being able to pick best player available. You can move up. You see a guy slipping, you can trade up. And then you can definitely get the best player available at that time. I'm not sure if we'll have draft capital now to trade up into again in a third round. Let me know if you want me to try it. Dobbins is still available. He slid in both drafts now. He slid to 70 in this one. I think he slid to about 70 in the last one. Do you want me to try to trade up in the third round? Again, we do have our third and fourth pick still available. Dobbins is falling again. He is. So we still have our third and fourth. That would move us up to the 200 range. So you're talking about 78 with Atlanta. So I don't think we have enough draft capital as of yet. We don't want to trade both those sevenths. Those are huge right now for the Buffalo Bills. But I don't think we have enough trade capital to move up unless we think about trading some 2021 draft capital. Let me know what you think in the comment section, guys. Do you want me to try to, let's see this cookie, how the cookie crumbles. I think I meant to say. Dobbins is falling again. All right. McFarland is the sleeper running back I want personally. Straight home run hitter. Corey, I completely agree with you. I 100% agree with you on McFarland. I say keep the third and fourth. All right, let's do it. Let's see how the cookie crumbles, as Elliott put it, and we're going to keep on moving. Obviously, we see Dobbins taking off the board. Goes to Jacksonville. Here's the board as we see. I want Zach Moss again. Love that guy. There are a lot of deep running backs in this draft. Darrington Evans is another one I like, taking right before our pick at 86. So here's who's available at 86. You got Tyler Biadasz. I'm probably going to say that wrong. Jason Strowbridge is now. Akeem Davis Gaither, James Lynch, Devin Duvernay, wide receiver out of Texas, John Simpson, Donovan Jones-Peoples. Is there a position of interest that you guys want me to look at? Maybe look at the running back. You got Kelly, Akers, Moss, Benjamin, Dylan, McFarland, obviously still there. You got Duvernay, Peoples-Jones, Edwards is still available. Claypool is also still available. Do you guys want to go Edwards in this one since we went Claypool in the last one? My guy is still down there. You know how much I love me some Colin Johnson. Dobbins is gone. Unfortunately, Dobbins went. We should go tight end. Look at the tight end. Jerome says Ghost. Harrison Bryant is still available. Bryce Hopkins is still available, tight end on Purdue. I really like Hopkins. I'm a huge fan of Thaddeus Moss, obviously related to the great Randy Moss. I think that would be a great pick later in this draft. Wide receivers, we're looking at Devin Duvernay, Donovan Peoples-Jones, Brian Edwards, Chase Claypool, Van Jefferson, Colin Johnson. Daniel says go Edwards. We can look at defense, look at defensive end, see who's available. 113, you're really reaching at that point at Highsmith. I really like Kenny Willix out of Michigan State, but again, reaching at that point in the third round. So we're looking back at the wide receiver room. What about the center? Could be a good pick since he fell a bit. Was once regarded as the best center in the draft. Great insurance in case Morse gets hurt. I would agree with you, but we just picked up another center. Forget his name off the top of my head, but I did a video on him, so we know that we're set at the center position. I have my YouTube channel up right here. Let's take a look. I know I did a video on him, so I know he's close by. We signed Bohm, so he's the center that we have now. I would go tight end. Corey says Peoples-Jones. So here we are looking at the wide receivers. Ghost is the only one saying anything about tight end. Everyone's talking about wide receivers, so let's stay here. I did get one vote for Peoples-Jones, so I'm going to say it's between Peoples-Jones and Brian Edwards out of South Carolina. Guys, let me know what you want. Do you want Peoples-Jones or Edwards? Give me a 1 for Edwards. Give me a 2 for Peoples-Jones. You want to look at the cornerback position? I think Bills fans would be mad if we, in the third round, still don't have an offensive weapon. So I'm not sure about picking up a cornerback, but Pride is still available. Darnay Holmes is still available. 2-1, 2-2-1. A lot of 2s. Pretty sure Edwards was my 2 there. Two. So I see 4 2s, 5 2s. All right, so we're going to go with Edwards. Remember, we went Claypool in the last one. We're going Brian Edwards with the 86th overall pick in the 2020 NFL Draft. Oh, Peoples was 2. That makes sense. So Edwards was 1, Peoples was 2. That makes more sense. 1, but you know that You know that already. Yeah, so I see a lot more 2s than 1s, so that'd be Peoples-Jones. So we got Peoples-Jones going at 2. I'm going to leave it open for another few seconds here. Corey's like, no, don't do it. Don't pick Claypool again. Don't do it, please. All right, so we got Diamond Peoples-Jones going once, going twice, and with the 86th pick in the NFL draft, the Buffalo Bills select wide receiver out of Michigan, Donovan Peoples-Jones. So now we're looking into the 4th round. Again, remember we did trade earlier, so we have less picks. So right now we picked up the safety. We picked up a wide receiver. Pretty sure the Bills want to go running back at some point in this draft. So maybe that's a position of need at this point for the Buffalo Bills. You see the running back still available as we get into the 4th round. I don't know what Daniel Garza is wanting. Did I not say it was who knows? Did I just mess this up? I could have. I'm tired. Who knows? Don't let the Chiefs get McFarland. I'm pretty sure McFarland just is gone. We're with the Bills at 128. We got Eno Benjamin still available. Keyshawn Vaughn, Antonio Gibson still available. Luke says, never mind, as Akers was taken off the board. Too much cider, probably. All right, so let's take a look at who's available. Anthony McFarland went to Denver. Maybe should have thought about trading up a little bit. Antonio Gibson is still available. I'm a fan of Gibson. I'm also a fan of Benjamin here. You know, you talk about players slipping. Benjamin looking at number 109 according to Pro Football Network, sitting here at 128. Benjamin slips to us. Let me know where you guys think. Eno is an interesting back. That's who I would go for. So let's put up to you guys. Would you again? I think running back is a position need at this point in the 4th round. Still haven't picked one up. We still only have 4 running backs on our depth chart when we had 8 last season at the end of the NFL draft and undrafted free agents. So Benjamin is good. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys. 1 for Eno Benjamin. I'm not going to try to be tricky here. 1 for Eno Benjamin, 2 for Antonio Gibson. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Gibson solid too. So again, they're both solid running backs. Elliott goes with a 1. Anybody else? Elliott's just ruling the show right now. That's fine. Corey goes with a 1. Marcel goes with a 2. So it's, here we go. 2-2, 3-2. So right now it's 3 for Eno Benjamin, 2 for Gibson, 3-3, 4-3. Bills fan 7883 comes in here and votes for Eno Gibson. So I'm taking a look, see what else happens. Gregory comes in and ties it back up. Back at 4-4. So this is when the Buffalo Bills take the full 5 minutes of their time to decide their draft pick between Eno Benjamin and Antonio Gibson. Elliott comes in with a 1, Daniel with a 1. Gibson looks like a reach. So all right, so it looks like Eno Benjamin's taking it now, up 2 votes. So we're going to go with the 128th pick. The Buffalo Bills. Marcel comes in with a 2 last second, but Eno's still up by 1. So with the 128th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select running back Eno Benjamin out of Arizona State. So now here we go. Still like getting Moss in the last draft. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely possibility to still get Moss here. 165. You still got some picks available. Elliott voted twice. That sounds like Elliott. That sounds like something Elliott would do. The Eagles have 3 straight picks. Look at that. 145, 146, 147, just Eagles. Now they traded in this mock, but hey, that would be something. Dolphins have a lot of picks. The Patriots have a lot of picks now as well. So they can expect to do some damage. Guys, I know a lot of people are saying that the first round won't be interesting if you're a Bills fan, but man, there's so many picks. Coming in, taking over this draft. Give me that draft button, Brandon Bean. You don't even know. All right, so again, guys, there's a lot to consider in the first round if you're a Bills fan. You got 3 picks in the first round by the Miami Dolphins. You got 1 for let's count twice. Well, so does that mean you got 4 votes? The rule, I just made it up. I mean, that's fine. You knew I'm probably seeing double anyway. So especially with that blue color, I don't know what I'm looking at. So again, we're waiting for our next pick, which is pick 207. It was a long time in between picks for the Buffalo Bills because of that trade. So here we are, pick 207. New rule. I just made it up. I second Elliot's new rule. And yeah, until you guys disagree, then all of a sudden what you guys are going to do. I am so pumped for the first round more, even though we don't have a first. I still can't wait. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, so here we are at 207. Remember, guys, we now have 2 7th-round draft picks as well. So we have this 6th rounder, and we have 2 7th rounders, 233 and 239. We're going to look at the defensive edge position. Danny and I never disagree. That never happens. I don't know what you're talking about. You crazy, Willis. All right, so here we are saying at, 206 did I say? I don't even remember. They shouldn't let me in the draft room, and if they had let me in the draft room, they shouldn't allow alcohol in there. All right, so we're at 207. G.J. Waddam is still available, defensive end of South Carolina. Betaku Jr. is still available. Kendall Coleman, defensive end out of Syracuse, is also still available. So, guys, let me know what you think. Defensive end was the one. Roach is still available. I like Mike Donna on Michigan, even though I hate Michigan. But, hey, here's some news about Nick Coe as well. Or Koo, however you say it. Go overall, Daniel. Kevin Dotson, guard, is top available. Oh, wait, no, I'm further down than I want to be. Hold on. There we go. DJ Wonnum, defensive end out of South Carolina, is available. Waquan Williams, defensive tackle out of Michigan State. I like Derek Tuska. Tyree Cleveland, wide receiver out of Florida. John Panishini, defensive tackle out of Utah. Kevin Dotson out of Louisville. Coleman. Where we at with Coleman? I don't even know what Coleman is, guys. I'm not going to lie. Where we at? Go with the defensive end, says Daniel. So we got Wonnum out of South Carolina versus Coleman out of Syracuse. All right, so let's talk about 1 and 2 here. You put the 1 for Wonnum out of South Carolina. You put the 2 for Kendall Coleman out of Syracuse. I know you guys are New York people, so maybe Coleman's going to steal the show. But give me a 1 for Wonnum and give me a 2 for Coleman. Is Lewis the guard from LSU any good? I mean, he's going to have to make it into the NFL. What do you want from me? I don't know. He played in the SEC, so play against the top defenses, right? So, but we got a lot of ones going on here. Ones for Wonnum. Rick says 2, but he has a bias to Syracuse, so I don't know if I could take that pick. I don't know if I could take it. So we got 1, 1, 2. Taking the orange man, says Elliot. So it's 2-2. Ghost is 2. So here we go with the orange. Taking the lead. Kendall Coleman out of Syracuse. Elliot, you already said 2. I'm not falling for it again, Elliot. I'm not falling for it again. No. I'll do my tumbo finger. No. All right, but we still do have 3-2 in favor of Wonnum. So let's go with Wonnum. So with the 207th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select DJ Wonnum, defensive end. Wait, no. DJ Wonnum didn't win the shit. I said shit again, Elliot. There you go. Just for you. I think that meant that Coleman won this. So with the 207th overall pick in the NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select defensive end Kendall Coleman out of Syracuse. So that means we have our 7th round picks, guys. 7th round. There you go. I said just for you. 7th round picks are all that's left, so we can look at special teams since we have 2 7ths. We got one at the end with the Bears, I think we traded with, if I recall correctly, in the 2nd round to move up. And we got that safety. So let's go over to special teams. Do you want special teams for the first one? Fake, too late. 233, here we go. Special teams, we look at the partners available. Same guys as last time. Michael Turk is available. Braden Mann. I think Turk is the one that bench pressed everybody. Joseph Charlton still available as well. But again, some of these guys you're going to be able to pick up in undrafted free agency, just so you guys let me know. Just so I let you guys know. Again, I just don't know what I'm talking about right now. As Daniel will ask, I'll give you everyone that's still available. You still got Watkins, wide receiver out of Southern Miss. Johnson, wide receiver out of Oregon. Shaquille Quarterman, inside linebacker out of Miami. Ghost says punter. Kelly Bryant, I think one of the guys that I was looking at as far as a backup for backup QB. There you go, Corey. See, I said Kelly Bryant. Carlos Davis, defensive tackle. So let me know what you guys think. I need to know. I need answers. So we got a kicker or a punter. Is Shaq inside or outside linebacker? Shaq is an inside linebacker, Daniel. Inside linebacker. So I'm not sure if we need that help there. If you want me, I can look at outside linebacker as well. Next available will be Carter Coughlin out of Minnesota. I like Bryce Huff out of Memphis. I think he's had a quiet combine, but he looked pretty solid. Marcus Bailey out of Purdue. I know the name. I can't tell you anything about him. Elliott says Quarterman. Again, Hofrichter from Syracuse can punt and kick. I didn't even see Hofrichter on here. Oh, there you go. 357. 357. All right, so you guys want to go Quarterman with this pick and then look at special teams with the next pick? All right, so we're at 233. Shaq's listed as 228 according to Pro Football Network. So do you guys want to go Quarterman with the 233rd overall pick? See you later, Buffalo Bills fan. Thanks for joining me. Sure, that works. All right, I see Quarterman going. Let's get this over with, guys, so we can all go to bed, call it a night. And then at 239, we'll look at the special teams. Your Syracuse boys want to go with Sterling Hofrichter. See you, Elliott. Are you leaving or are you saying bye to somebody else? But yeah, do you guys want to go? You Syracuse boys want to go with Hofrichter? Let me guys know if you disagree or agree. I'm still here. Stay here all night, baby. We're here all night. I finished my cider though. I'm empty. So if we do this again, I need another one. But let me know what you guys think. Yep, says Rick. So we got Quarterman with 233 or 232. Is Tate still out there? Let me search for him. Tate, I could search here. I could just do this and say Tate. No, he is not. He is not still available. He was taken at some point. Better stock up on that cider. You guys are funny. Nice picture. I like it. So the only kicker that says they're available is this Blankenship from Georgia. That's the only kicker available. Remember, guys, by the 7th round, we only have 5 minutes to pick. You guys gotta let me know something. I'm Brandon Bean here. I'm going nuts. You guys can't. Guys, I know you're seeing double right now. I know it's the 7th round on Saturday, but we need to do something. If it take him, Blankenship could be a good man. Corey says, look at wide receiver, so let's do it. I'm still not picking Watkins, just on merit. Still mad at the last guy. Jonathan Johnson on Missouri. KJ Osborne, Cody White. Again, mixed signals about this whole wide receiver punter situation. Just so you know, I'm not enjoying it. I'm looking at the running back still available, nothing there. Again, maybe you look at best available and just go with the wide receiver best available, even though it is Watkins. I'll throw up a little bit, guys. Hey, Kenneth, how you doing? Good to have you in here. You made it for the last pick of our second mock draft. Good job. That's okay. Watch it from the beginning. Hofrichter, says Luke. All right, so I'm gonna say this right now, guys. It's between Watkins and Hofrichter, okay? Watkins is 1, Hofrichter is 2. 1 or 2 in the chat. Let me know what you say. Daniel comes in and says, what did I just click on that for? Daniel comes in and says 1. Rick comes in and says 2. Elliott comes in and says 2. 1, 2, 2. 2. Nope, Rick, you already counted for 1. So, all right, so it's 1 vote for Watkins, 2 votes for Hofrichter. 3 votes for Hofrichter. Corey says Watkins. Ghost says Hofrichter. So it's 2-4. Guess who says 1? So it's 3-4. I agree with you guys. I think we get punter in the undrafted free agent market. So I'd make it 4-4. Exactly, Daniel. Worked out so well. I agree with you guys. I think we can get punter in the undrafted free agent market, especially since he's not even listed as the best punter on the board. I think that's definitely something you can look at. I like the idea that he's a kicker and a punter. Like Corey said, he won't be drafted anyway. So let's go Watkins with our last pick. The Buffalo Bills select Quaz Watkins, wide receiver out of Southern Miss. So that's it for that draft. So we did 2 mock drafts today for you guys right here on Believers Talk. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that if you're watching this afterwards, you're probably wondering, what the hell is this guy talking about? Don't worry, I'm going to do that a lot, and I'm the one talking. So I'll let you turn around here. I'll turn this back around so you guys can see the draft. At least we drafted an SU player. So here is the second mock draft. I'm not going to lie, guys. I liked the first one a lot better, but definitely some pretty good value here. So again, look at this. You got Antoine Winfield with the 50th overall pick. We saw him slipping, traded up with the Bears, and we definitely got some great value there. Donovan Peoples-Jones, wide receiver out of Michigan, falls to 86 to us. Eno Benjamin, a great running back that we pick up out of Arizona State. Kendall, Coleman after that. Then Shaquille Quarterman, and then Watkins. Have a good night, Rick. And yeah, Daniel, I agree with you. The first draft was better. Again, if I knew how to share anything right now, I would. Welcome, Marcel. Glad that you can make it, buddy. Again, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, guys. We've been on here for a little bit. Whoa, a little close. Back up. I'm in the screen now. You got me? All right, cool. All right. So we did 2 mock drafts. I was last mock substitute Winfield for Duggar, and then you have a hell of a draft. I mean, again, with that value there at 50th for Winfield, it's a hell of a draft. I mean, both drafts are really good. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm excited about either draft, and that's the great thing about being able to pick best player available is you really can't go wrong. Hey, Corey, thanks for joining me, man. It was a lot of fun. Make sure if you haven't hit that subscribe button, make sure to do that. Enjoyed hanging out with you guys for a little bit over an hour now. First draft was Duggar, Claypool, Moss. You go back into this video and you could definitely look it up. But yeah, I'd be satisfied with either draft. But I did like the first draft better. Again, we had 1 trade in both drafts, so we definitely see Brandon Beane and Buffalo Bills trading at some point. I believe the first draft we didn't trade until the 4th round, day 3, to move up to get who did we get with that to get? I believe we got Moss. Yeah, we got Moss, running back with that 4th round pick. So I liked it. I liked the first draft better than the second draft, but what I liked more was hanging out with you guys for this edition of Believers Talk, these mock drafts. A lot of fun. Enjoy them for the next, I don't know how long, 17, 18 hours, because come tomorrow, 8 p.m. Make sure you're watching the 2020 NFL Draft. Again, guys, my name is Joe. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and leave a comment. Let me know what you disagree with. Again, you guys saw the board fall as it would fall in real life during the NFL Draft. It was a lot of fun. Can't wait till tomorrow. Definitely something I may do next year again. Enjoyed hanging out with you guys and enjoyed having this fun. Next year might look a lot different because, again, who knows what's going to happen. Make sure you guys are staying safe out there. Best outfit for these videos. Hey, I'm loving it, right? You got the draft hat. You got this hoodie. I'm sweating a little bit. Might be alcohol induced. Who knows? Who knows at this point? I'll get another beer and forget about it anyway. So thank you guys for joining me. I hope you guys have a great night. Enjoy the draft tomorrow. I may come on tomorrow for some odd reason. I don't know. I'll give you guys some updates. Talk about Tre'Davious White being given the 5th-year option. I'll be at work, but I'll still be tuning in. I appreciate that attitude, Kenneth. Appreciate that attitude. I appreciate all you guys hanging out with me. Again, if you haven't hit that thumbs up button, hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. I look forward to talking to you all soon. I'm going to keep you covered throughout the draft, even though I'm not going to be live for the draft. You better believe you will get a player breakdown right here. So make sure you keep in touch. I look forward to talking to you all soon. Until I do, go Bills.